Did it? You mind checking the feed? With Ratazar, Brothers can hear us. Matter of fact, let me set this close. I shouldn't have. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Please let us know if you can hear us. Um, you know, me and his brother be doing these live shows, and then every seem like every time, brothers be like, "Hey, we can't hear you." Blase, blase. So, Baba Kusha, hey, Shalom, brother. Hey, please let us know if you can hear us. So we can, you know, get it together. Yeah, he says it's a little distorted. Yes, Salakia, Khan. Okay, some brothers can hear us. It be like that. We just gonna hopefully, hopefully by the time this video uploads, then the sound will the sound will um, be working. The water brothers, hey, shalom to you brothers on the comment boards. Hey, first I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Honor to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity. Wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in time of trouble. Say peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. And brothers and sisters out there listening and learning, may the Spirit continue to be with you and keep you all as well. And you know, I'm back with the young brother Shakia. You know, gonna go into Isaiah the 13th chapter. This is a chapter that is really speaking louder in this time that we're in today, man. We in this lifetime, man, we're gonna see the destruction of this place, man. In this lifetime, we're gonna see this place go down. You know what I'm saying? You know, so hey, what mindset are we to be in holy conversation and doctrine, man? Like, we're supposed to be doing this work because, you know, the scriptures say, "I must work the work of the Lord while this day, the night coming when no man can work." So, you know, while we're still here and we can put these videos out, we gotta occupy, man. We gotta occupy. You know, but without further ado, we're gonna get into Isaiah the 13th chapter. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Yeah, and it says, "Lift ye up a banner up on the high mountain." You know, and that high mountain is Babylon the Great, man. You know, and the Lord is telling us, look, lift a banner up on the high mountain, man. It says, exalt the voice unto them. It says, shake the hand. When you look into that word shake, I believe it means to brandish or threaten. You know, you know. So we supposed to be telling these people, look, this place, the Lord is going to destroy this place for all the wickedness that's being. Hey, we supposed to be calling this place out, man. You know.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries
Mm-hmm.
and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yep. The prophets that was before us prophesied against countries. So they set the tone for us to prophesy against this Babylon the Great, man. You know, it says, you can go. Was you done with
Yeah,
that?
that was it. I know.
Yeah, you can go back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 13, verse 3, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Yeah, the sanctified ones is the men of the Lord that you see out there prophesying on the highways and byways. You know, but the mighty ones, well, it says mighty ones for my anger, even in rejoice in my heart. Those are the angels. You know, the angels, the you know the spirits that the Lord sent down to judge the earth, man. You know, those are the angels of the Lord, man. You know, and the angels of the Lord are coming down here. They're taking notes of everything, man. And it's a scripture to say that the angels cast their crowns before the throne of the Lord, man. You know, but go ahead.
Verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Yep. So you know, leading up to leading up to this third world's war, there's going to be all kinds of rumblings. There's going to be all kinds of people speaking out against each other. You know, and eventually there's going to be nukes shot from nation, and eventually, man, this all these wars and rumors of wars is going to lead to people pushing the button and shooting nukes on this place. You know, go ahead.
Joel 2 and 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Mm-hmm.
It says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yet and nothing shall escape them.
The land is before them. The land is as the Garden of Eden, and behind them a desolate wilderness, man. So that's a weapon that's going to consume whatever area it touches down is going to consume the land. You know, that's talking about those ICBMs, man. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles that can be shot from one continent to another continent and devour. You know, go ahead.
It says, the appearance of them is as the appearances of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Well, you still in Joel?
Yeah, I was still in Joel.
Yep. As a strong people set in battle array, man. You know, read that part over again, bro. Sure.
Joel 2 and verse 5, like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains
Mhm.
shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Mm. Yeah, man. You know. So hey, these nukes, man. They gonna when they begin to be shot, you know, as the scriptures say, to the ends of the earth, you know, they're gonna be making tumultuous sound, man. If you ever heard a rock, you ever heard a rocket being shot from a helicopter? It makes a tumultuous sound. You know, when you hear it going past, you know, or if you ever watched one of those launches from NASA, you hear that jet fuel popping and cracking. You know, they're gonna be hearing that, but it's gonna be coming down upon this fucking place. upon it, it shall come down upon Idumea, the people of my curse to judgment, man. You know. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
You can go back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 13 and verse 5, it says, they come from a far country.
Yeah, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. I mean, they're gonna come. They're gonna come over the ocean. In some cases, they're gonna come over the ocean and hit over here in America. You know, some people are gonna be close enough to just boom. Hey, they got nukes that are in subs that can cause tsunamis that can destroy whole borders. You know, and that's gonna make a huge earthquake in the earth, man. When this place gets destroyed, man, there's gonna be earthquakes in the earth. You know, the scriptures speak about how the earth is gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. Go ahead.
It says, they they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land. You know, so these missiles gonna come from a far country and they're gonna destroy America, man. You know. Mm-hmm.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
Mm-hmm.
His arrows that he shoot are sharp and shall not miss
Mm.
when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Man, ooh, hey, they're gonna be shot to the ends of the world. Hold on, I want you to grab the scripture for me. As uh, uh, Isaiah 9:5.
This is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yep, back in the colonial times, you heard them playing and then people running running with swords and bayonets and rifles, you know. And it got messy out there. It got messy. People got juked up, shot up, juked up. You know, people would only be able to get that first shot off. Remember they had the rifles you had to load from the barrel. People would only be able to get that first shot off, and then they got the bayonet attached, and they charging, stabbing each other with the bayonet. It's not gonna be like that this time. Can you start over, on that?
Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yep, it's gonna be nukes shot. This one's gonna be with burning and fuel of fire. Ain't gonna be all them people, leading up to that, leading up to the destruction of this place. Is gonna be wars, rumors of wars. But the action to end the war is gonna be nukes. You know, it's gonna be nukes. You know. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
Mm-hmm.
Back in Isaiah 13 and verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come from a destruction from the Almighty.
Yeah, because that how, that's a scream of terror, So hey, that's letting you know that the day of the Lord, it's not gonna be, something, how these Christians, paint it, a beautiful day, where Lord's gonna come down and give everybody hugs. Nah, it's gonna be Yahweh Shemel Shah, all right, Yahweh Shemel Shah, shooting the missiles over here to Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, and then at the same time, Yahweh Shah and his host, all right, raining down judgment upon the armies and just wicked individuals. the only people that's going to see this day as a great day or as a good day is the elect. And then at the same time, they're going to be scared too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep, man. People are gonna be so afraid, man. When they see them arrows, them ICBMs coming down on this place, man. And then some may hit at a distance before they hit. You know, you may hear it off in the distance. Cool, cool. You know, people. Oh, ah, ah. People, it's gonna be, it's gonna be terrible.
appreciate.
Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's going. Hey, you can break it down too, bro. Hey, but travail on a woman is something that comes suddenly. Like she not a woman never say, you know what, at about 7:30 this afternoon I'm gonna go into labor. No, it just come out of nowhere. She could be sitting there, she could be sitting down about to eat some ice, and then next thing you know, that water break, and she go into labor. So that's how the that's how it's gonna come. It's gonna happen in this. See, people expect for it to be some huge big lead up. The Lord know how to make things look softened up, and then boom, all hell break loose. You know, hey, right now people are saying peace and safety because okay, yeah, it's times are getting harder. You can feel the squeeze of society, but people are not suffering to the point. People are not suffering to the point that they're about to. You know, like people can still kind of finagle their way through life, make a little extra hustle, a little extra money on the side. You know, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I was watching the video Apostle Tahar did earlier, and it was on the video that the elder out there in L.A. did. You know, he was talking. The women was talking about they was losing their jobs. They couldn't get jobs. You know. Oh, it was a video. It was a video came out earlier. That, Trump about to turn off. He about to turn off certain welfare beneficiaries. He about to cut a lot of that shit off. Hey, they passed a law out here where you can't buy snacks and bullshit with SNAP benefits. You can't be out there buying jujus and bonbons and all that bullshit. Juju bees and bonbons and bullshit, man. You know, but we can. You done with that piece? We can go back to we can go back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 13:7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
Yeah, people are gonna be. Hey, the brother in Hawaii did a video. The sirens went out. The sirens out there went off, and he said people was having heart attacks in the street. You know, and it was an accident. The sirens went off on accident. It was like those old Pearl Harbor people. That was around kids around the time of Pearl Harbor. They started having heart attack. People start going to the hospital. You know, so if that was an accident, if that was fake, just imagine how real it's gonna get when you hear nukes. When you look in the sky and you see nukes coming down out the clouds. You know, and then off in the distance you hear boom, 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 and you know what? That's a scary. It's a scary feeling. Hold on, let me. It started raining a little bit. Yeah, it's a scary feeling, man. Like take it from me, man. It's a scary feeling When them bombs hit and the ground starts shaking, it ain't nowhere you can escape. You can't climb a tree. You can't get on top of a building. When the ground is shaking, everything is shaking. You know. But go ahead. Go ahead. Get the preset. You got the preset.
This little scrub just came up to the car to start looking at us. Root 4 and verse 34. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning.
Mm-hmm.
For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Mm.